Hey, we're here! Welcome in, everybody, to this week's episode of Dungeons and Cuties. I am your host, your storyteller, your dungeon mistress. I know it says 𝔻𝕗𝕠𝕟 on the name tag. That's my bad, I didn't change it, but I'm known as a Void Doll, previously 𝔻𝕗𝕠𝕟, because Copic markers are the shit. Regardless, let's meet our amazing and incredible cast and crew here, and then we'll swing it back around and I'll give you a little information and we'll recap. Starting with the one and only 𝔻𝕠𝕟.
Oh man, I wasn't expecting to go first. Hello, I'm Tom. I play 𝔻𝕠𝕟, the half-orc ranger. Initially here to help lead the crew through some swampy areas. Stuck around because everybody is just amazing and lovely and welcoming. And just, here to be chaotic and have fun with everybody. I'm gonna pass it on to Yori.
Hello, my name is Yori, and I play a blue Wadaganasi druid. Yes, I said it right, druid, who is a pirate. And I love sailing the seas with my crew on what is considered my ship, but I share it, and I love my crew very, very much. And I am currently trying to bedazzle and sway over beautiful unspoken. But yes, it's neither here or there. I pass it on now to DK.
Hello, my name is DK, and I play Bongu, the albino with red markings turtle cleric of life. And I have stumbled my way into this world's ending / saving. My goodness, where am I? I was just walking along the side of the road and saw somebody that needed help, Malia. And now I'm here. And I'm happy to be here. I'm going to pass it along to Candy.
Hello, my name is Rosie, and I play Candy, your very favorite tabaxi rogue, and the one and only princess of your dreams. I feel particularly stabby today, maybe even a little bit murderous, and I cannot wait to stab more people. Thank you so much for being here to witness the murder of your one and only Candy. And also, I give it to two cats.
Hello, I am the Fat Cats, the cattest of fats. I play 𝔻𝕬𝕒, our meaty barbarian elf dude. He kind of stumbled into the party after finding his sister, Malia. And ready to play. And back to Dolly.
Hello! That's me. A really quick bit of information for those of us that would like to. There are ways that you can support the players, inspire the stream, and get a little chaotic. !story sub and !loots. The loots are cards that you can play that can give blessings or banes, ridiculous accents, or the like. Please note, though, if my player that you choose in the card's information is not comfortable running the card, I will be doing it for them. This is my player's prerogative, as I want everyone at my table to have fun and enjoyment. However, I do know for a fact that Fat Cats is okay with every card, so if you would like to harass him, feel free to harass Kurdan and his giant boba.
Please.
I love cards too.
Oh, Cody also loves cards, so feel free to purchase those packs to play them. Tom is also down for any cards, so you've got at least 3 members that are comfy with cards. You can make them speak like a troll, you can make them shout, you can make them sing. You can also give them gnomes that I will be playing and will sing to them. This is a fairly serious episode, though, so that would be really wild.
Yeah, I'll also let you touch one of my druid abs.
What about your cake, your druid cake?
If you do 2 cards, you can grab both buns.
Oh boy, both buns, double fisted. You heard it here, folks. The other way to get involved are story subs. 1 sub equals 1 inspiration for a character. 5 sub equals everyone gets an inspiration. 10 subs, this is not gifted all at once. This is just a combination. A culmination of subs gives advantage and disadvantage, which the chat will vote on whatever one they like, and 20 subs gives lore, provided character lore, campaign lore, villain lore, etc. Whatever the party unanimously decides on. It's a little snippet, a kind of fun rotation to your typical tabletop RPG style of storytelling. All of that being said, let's get hit with that recap and dive right in. All right, party. Group recap for stream. What do you remember from last time?
Candy, start us off.
All right, nice. Okay. We went through a portal. We were very cool, very fast, and all of a sudden we were at this gorgeous island that we have just been... We've been trying to travel there for so long, and finally we arrived at the island that the Silent Princess has led us to. And once there, the Silent Princess actually appeared and said, "Candy, will you trust me to come to the temple with me alone, and everybody else has to wait?" So after everybody, it was hard, but everybody agreed, and Candy, aka me, I went inside the temple with the Silent Princess, and I buried the ruby and the sapphire, if I remember right. That was there. It was like a gorgeous, gorgeous temple. Everything was like glowing and just so magical. And after I buried it, I got the backstory of the Silent Princess a little bit more, and she revealed herself to be Shar, who, as we all know, is famously evil, but she was like, "Oh, girl, I've had this fight with my sister Saloon like all the time, and because you believed in us, I actually can turn it around. So I'm gonna turn it around, and I'm gonna make you my avatar." And she gave me a cool dress, and it's like I'm a cool avatar from Shar now, but she had a rebrand, and now she's nice and cool, and we love her. We love Shar. Nobody else knows that, but we know that. So I went outside the temple, and everyone was just being bored. Now cue to someone else what you guys did, because I was busy in the temple, obviously.
Yes, so Tar was very nervous, and while trusting Candy, does not trust the Unspeakables, and was worried that possibly Candy was in danger. Dissuaded by the party to not go charging in and interrupt, they instead took multiple laps around the island they were on and actually met a whole bunch of dogs, and then adopted all of those dogs. Everybody else?
Yori, to keep his mind busy, he had a lot of trust in Candy, was one of the ones to help persuade Tarloa not to run it, but decided he heard that some of the bark here and the trees can exfoliate the skin, and so he went off to a tree and is currently rubbing bark on his body to see if it will exfoliate him, to unleash more beauty.
I think that's fantastic. I think basically we decided not to go after Candy, and while Tar was adventuring around the island, they found a portal. Being able to sense and know where that portal went to, they sent Foot Stomper to go tell the party where they were going, and jumped through the portal. Everybody followed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped some people from fighting, saved some people, but scared them away. And Israfel? Did we
Yep.
see him, or did we just hear
Yeah,
him?
he showed up right next to us.
Yeah. He was like, ha ha ha, I'm here.
That's exactly what he said, and how he said it.
Hear me.
And he actually was covered in baby oil, I think.
Whoa! Whoa! Damn!
Demon.
Yori wrote it down. He's trying to find other ways to exfoliate. The bark did not work.
That was such
I'm
a
sorry.
long,
I read chat.
long, awkward silence.
It wasn't awkward. I thought it was peaceful. Everybody was thinking about baby oil and exfoliating.
It was a moment
Giddy.
of silence from a boy in baby oil.
I know, that's all I was thinking about.
Wow. Well, okay. I guess my imagination is just overreactive because I was like, I feel so awkward right now. I was just like, oh God, you know, like just, wow. But okay, it wasn't awkward. Baby oil on a demon daddy, not awkward, not sexual at all.
It helps.
We never claimed it wasn't sexual. We didn't say that.
I mean, it does help him resist the fumes. It keeps him nice and cool.
Oh. Okay, all right.
It fuels his fire, you know?
Fireproof baby oil.
Wait,
Yori
wait.
has some in his pocket.
Oh.
I swear it doesn't roast. I swear. It just makes it better.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Everybody,
Did we start?
everybody. Whew. Wisdom saving throw versus fear.
Everyone?
Everyone, unless you are immune to fear. Yes.
Pretty sure I'm immune to.
I am an avatar of Shar. I don't.
You said we have to do a constitution?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. Good thing I just did +2 to my wisdom.
Can I do form of dread to be immune to fear? I think I'm only immune to fear while in form of dread.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll save the transformation.
Okay, I'm writing it down in the Dungeons Cuties chat.
All right, in the order that you post them, go ahead and let chat know what you got on that wisdom saving throw.
I
got a 10, and I used 2 inspos for that.
BK.
I got a 24.
I got a 22.
Yori got a 26.
And Kurdan got a dirty 20.
Okay, so the only one that is feared is Candy. Which is in some ways fitting because it is Israfel and he's definitely not PG-13, all things considered. But he stands before you, no longer hiding what he really is. His skin glows a faint red, fires twisting subtly around leathern wings that rise high above his head. His gaze is smoldering and dark, and it is solely focused on you, Tarloa. His leather black jerkin and pants have open, wide V's that are just laced like a corset. And you can see the peaking of that womb tattoo that wraps around his hips and other regions.
Hey, yo.
His tail flicks behind him like a cat. The rest of your party, Tarloa, he eyes as if they are mice. You are the only one that has any semblance of equality, recognition in his gaze. Forgive me, also, continuity of his accent. I don't exactly remember. I should have went back and listened. I did not. So, suspend your disbelief as he speaks.
I think he had like a spicy French accent.
He was definitely not French.
Okay, my bad.
It was
Felix is French.
It was definitely leaning towards British, but not British.
Gotcha. Okay. It's my typical hot man, medieval.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think it was a little like slurry, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah, because the
God damn.
the barbed and forked tongue and all the teeth. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. His eyes glittering, smoldering, like dying embers. Wow, wow, wow. Look what the cat dragged in. Tarloa and friends. He motions palms out, wings flicking, like the flanks of a great beast just waiting to spring. To what do we owe the pleasure of you in our country?
Hello, Israfel. We're going to destroy this place. That's what we're doing here.
Are you?
Yeah, and I think you're gonna help us.
I am. His eyebrows arch, popping. His head tilts, drawing the horns in a line. And how am I going to do that?
Tara's gonna slowly saunter over to him.
Next to you, Kurdan, your sister rumbles. A bit of a growl as Tar steps forward.
He's gonna grab her hand and like squeeze it.
You grab her
Kinda like-
hand. Waves of heat are coming off of her delicate skin. The beast is inches from ripping free.
He's gonna squeeze it and just say, "You gotta trust them."
Okay, roll a persuasion, Tarloa. Proceed with your roleplay.
So, sauntering over. What loyalty do you have to them? What does this all mean to you? Aren't you just doing what you want to do? You have enough power, you don't need them. So, have some more fun.
How close do you get to him?
Right in front of him.
Okay.
He can feel Tar's breath.
He slips even closer, arms wrapping around your hips, his thigh coming between yours. The two of you are of height and of size. muscular muscular frames and heat meeting in a collision. What'd you get on that persuasion, Kurdan?
19.
You manage to keep her back, but you literally have to bear hug her. Like up off the ground. Like she is pissed. So, you're giving me somewhat desperate vibes, Tar. And he breathes up your neck towards your ear. You're in a hurry. Why is that?
Because there's a lot going on. More than has to do with gods and unspeakables. And it's pressing. So this is something that needs to be handled now. And Tar is going to, as discreetly as possible, lift their arm up around his shoulders, but have a sickle pressed against his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So almost like a hug,
All right. I would
but
like
a
you
little
to
dangerous hug.
roll a deception.
Deception. 21.
Okay. He purrs, and then the steel tip of the sickle presses against his carotid, and he chuckles. Don't trust me?
I trust you. But I don't need you getting in my way.
But you want my help.
I want it, but I don't need it. Tar's gonna kind of glance down at the same time.
Ah, noted. I am a accessory, desired but not necessary to complete the outfit. And his hands travel up your back.
So you understand. What are you going to do?
Roll a persuasion.
Okay. Oh my gosh, 23.
Wow, good job. Very,
I know.
very
17.
good job. Okay. I suppose I could be persuaded, give or take a little leeway. And he looks over your shoulder at the rest of your party. I'll want to know exactly who I'm working with. And you and I have a little matter of a contract to discuss. You see, the written word is so much mightier than the sword in some cases. And in this case, doubly so. You see, I could let you charge in there blind, and you would be decimated. Lucky for you. And he leans into the shell of your ear, nicking his neck, and he nips the lobe. I'm a little addicted. Then he bites his lip as he leans back, blood dribbling down to the leather jerkin.
Tar is going to draw the sickle across slowly and then pull it away and take a step back.
Do you cut skin or just leave a little angry red welt?
Just very slightly cut skin.
Oh.
Like, just enough that a few seconds later, a little blood drip.
Okay. He's grinning, and there's a wildness in that dark gaze.
Where's your contract?
It's guarded in the southern tower of the keep. My signature and his. But if it were to go missing or be destroyed, then I suppose it would be easy to sway me to my more addictive tendencies. And who are your friends, Tar?
Tar's gonna fully step back from him and turn towards the rest of the party.
He taps his neck where it's bleeding, and his eyes focus in on Yori. The same hunger that he looks at you, Tar, he is looking at your double-cheeked, triple-caked up pirate captain.
Tar's just gonna let the glances happen.
And who is this fine specimen?
That's Yori. He's our seafaring captain.
Yori. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
He is very into the way you look, Yori.
Sorry, I was exfoliating a little while ago before I got here.
This one, you know, Candy.
Candy is cowering behind any one of the party members, probably Bongu. And Israfel gives a bit of a frown, his expression changing, growing more serious, and he nods.
The turtle was Bongu.
Yes.
He's our cleric.
Indeed.
Over here, Cardan and Malia.
Malia is swearing at him under her breath in Elven. Stop barking. Island dogs.
This one seems upset by our predetermined relationship.
And Malia says, it's not a relationship that you have with Tar. You're a parasite.
Oh. Well, let's not be cordial.
There is nothing I need to be cordial about to you, or with you, for that matter. In fact, Kudan, put me down.
Put me down.
Release me.
Does it seem safe to do so?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'll show you exactly how I feel and what I think of you.
Will you? I do like it
So-
rough.
Israfel. Tar's gonna kind of block the view from Malia and Israfel.
I
Just
don't
stand between them.
mind sharing.
In fact, I find parties rather fun. And he does a little walk from one hip up until he almost touches the very tiny swell of your chest, but he stops. And then one finger rakes it down your vest.
God damn.
It's never bothered me.
And Malia's like, yes, well, I don't like to share.
Your mind could be changed. Good, Daniel, put me down.
Okay,
I demand
so
it. I demand freedom.
let's get your contract. If everyone is in agreement to not die as soon as we rush into this fort,
that's a good idea.
Then I can easily send you to the South Tower. I can send you, in fact, right out the door. It just so happens that I can't enter the door. With that being said, you'll need to defeat the guards. I recommend mercilessly. For they will show no mercy to you. And once you gather the contract, I'll simply fetch you, and we can go wherever you would like to, within the keep or anywhere else. Predicated, you have a description of the location you'd like to go to. Mind you, darling, I can only cast this spell so many times. So, be sure of where you want to go. Is there any more information you might... Stop it, island dog. Bad. More information you might desire, or shall we wait until you get to the juicy bits?
Well, we're looking for something.
I'm listening.
It was a scepter that was taken from the previous captain. And we need that back. And I think it's here.
Oh, undoubtedly. So are those vampires.
Do you know if you can take us to them?
They will try to kill you.
Yeah. But by then we'll have you on our side and they'll be dealt with.
Roll an insight, Tar, and I would like the rest of the party to roll an insight as well. Let's just make a group insight. Cats, will you add it up, please?
Surely.
Inspo, please.
Whew.
I think that's everybody. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. 85.
Okay. There is a flash of concern for you, Tar. And it's real. When he says they'll try to kill you, there's not much genuine about a devil like him, but he genuinely is concerned for you.
Tar notes it, but not gonna say anything about that. Not right now. You'll help us defeat them, right?
And what do I get if I do?
Tara's going to push up against him and say, I guess we'll just have to write up a new contract.
I want it promised. If I help you defeat them, you take me on as a lover.
And Malia's like, no! No! Negative!
And all Israfel does is lean over your shoulder. You actually can't decide what they want. Besides, your relationship has nothing to do with our relationship.
And then he turns his attention back to you, Tar.
a promise now?
Yes. And once you take my contract and either destroy it or keep it hidden from thee.
And he looks over at Bangu, and it's like a minuscule, odd expression when he looks at Bangu, but it's enough because he hasn't paid mind to anyone except for Malia, really, and Yori. But when he looks behind your shoulder, you know that it's Bangu because of the side he's looking.
Mm-hmm.
But without a roll, you're not sure why, especially at that moment, he would do that.
I mean, can I try and decipher any certain way that he's said something, or?
What's your passive insight?
Oh, not great. Actually, 15.
That's actually great. That's excellent. So he continues, and then I'll describe what Tarloa understands.
And then I'll help you with a particular boss over this whole production. Now there's also the secondary question. Candy's parents, I suppose this is rather tertiary, alive or no?
Candy, I don't think I've ever asked about your situation. What do you want to do about your parents?
Before Candy answers, you're okay, but before she answers,
Okay.
There's a turtle within the inner council of the Iron Circle. With a 15 insight, that's what you pick up, and why he looks at Bangu.
Okay.
DM, I have a passive insight of an 18.
You also pick that up, but your heart clenches, Bangu. Because there is only one turtle whose shell and coloring is very similar to your own.
Yeah.
Oh, someone joined, okay.
Sorry, guys, we're just going over something really quickly.
It was like the awkward silence for a second.
Sorry.
Don't worry, Chad, I'll entertain you. What's your favorite color, Chad? Wait, hold on, it's blue, because I'm blue.
Oh, whoa! There
You
was.
don't have to answer that.
Oh, I see. Hack said pink, probably because of the blush on Kurdan's titties.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I've caught on to you, Shake it, Captain.
But Stumpers.
These cheeks are always shaking when I walk.
That's so true. What does chat think that Tar should do? Do we have any votes?
You wanna make a poll?
Oh, we should do a poll. That'd be fine.
Do we get all the help and not be absolutely murdered? Or do we just go in, buns blazing, and just, I don't know, try not to be murdered?
I know what Kurdan says.
Okay, but what does Cat say?
Cats is a softie. Like Kurdan.
You don't have to say. You can just vote.
Oh, is that a
the
poll?
vote is up. The poll is up.
Whoa,
Fill it
guys,
out,
you gotta
fill it
vote now.
out.
Vote now. What Tar do?
I
need to
just
know.
I was about to like press on the poll, and I just pressed on the pinned message of unzips pants.
We also have to keep in mind, this guy's way higher level than us. If we piss him off, are we gonna have to fist fight him in a parking lot?
I think he just wants to like just fist, not the fight.
Yeah,
That's what he
exactly.
wants.
Hey, yo.
That's all he's asking for.
He came oiled up, too. He was ready.
He did. He was already leaking when he came over.
You said his skin color's red, right?
It's like a pink.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yep. And he's
Oh wow.
he definitely there's genuine concern and care, but God, that is rare from a devil.
It sure is, guys. Do we emotionally manipulate this man until he's no longer useful to us?
I don't think you can emotionally manipulate
Holy
an
shit,
oiled up
Physically
devil.
manipulate this man?
Yes.
Damn.
No question asked. Yes.
The vote is still going.
It is. I'm watching it tick. Oh, it looks like disagreeing with Israfel is gonna win. Oh shit. How do I turn him down?
I mean,
Oh,
That cat's contributed 270.
Jesus.
We know who did most of the effort there.
there is no. Hey, Island Dog, I need you to stop. I need you to be quiet. I'm working. You make editing these so hard. Okay, so
Why
there
is
is
unzip
no.
pants pinned? Sorry.
I did it on accident. If one of my mods is here and you could change it, I don't know why it is. I wasn't even at my computer.
I just click out and I just see unzip pants.
Yeah, I think that's a command.
I have no idea. I just need if
No.
if
Oh, I'm
Pat
sorry.
Nerd
Continue.
said that, and it was just pinned. Yeah.
just perfect timing. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't do it on purpose though. So there's no wrong answer, right?
Yeah, everything's the right answer.
There's no. There's
Hell,
no.
it's not.
I mean, and you can still, devils are all about the boardroom persuasion. So just because these are his terms doesn't mean you have to, right? You can be like, or we do this. It just will take roles and role play.
Yep. Where are we starting back up? Pointing at Candy?
Yes.
All right. Can I get like the intro? Is he like looking at me?
Oh, I think we both turned towards Candy.
Yeah.
Asking about your parents.
Ah, and she like blacked out and just like, okay, got it. What do you want to know about my parents? Huh? Israfel, why?
Do you want them alive or dead? Do you have a preference?
Oh, well, I actually don't really know what happened to them. Last I know is that my dad bit the carp anyways already, so he's gone. I don't know what happened to my mom. I wouldn't want to condemn her to death if she's even still alive, which honestly I doubt, but
His eyebrows rise. I see. Then let
well, I
me
truly
inform you, Miss Candy, if I may. Your parents loved you very much. But your uncle is a jealous man. After
I know all about him. Yeah.
After slaying your father, he took your mother as his wife, and then returned your father to life only to enslave him.
What?
Your parents never meant to give you up. It was the work of a contract to make your father's behavior change. A well-aimed 𝔻𝕦𝕟𝕗𝕒 spell that was broken when he died. An accident that your uncle didn't wish to happen. But regardless, when you play a devil's gambit, sometimes you lose.
And what he's suggesting is that he's the one who killed your father, breaking his own charm spell, which required your uncle to enslave your father in a different way.
Which is why I ask. Do you want them alive? After all, their folly, their inability to resist, is the reason you're here.
I don't know if I want them dead. I don't know anything about them really, besides of them giving me away.
I don't think it's time for these big decisions.
But you should be thinking about them, because once you retrieve the contract, I will be unfettered. Won't I?
Yes. Candy, think on that.
I
Israfel,
will.
take us to the tower where your contract is.
You promise you're thinking on my request?
I promise to think on your request.
He watches your expression very carefully.
I never understood a mortal's predetermined desire for one partner. And you and your tribe,
And he just runs his hand up your arm.
share the same predetermined process. Your chieftain is allowed to take as many lovers as he wishes. Why should you not bear that responsibility and dedication as well?
And he turns.
It says, after all, it's not like your heart is incapable of affection for more than one.
What do you mean? Does it seem like he knows something?
He always seems that way. But he starts drawing a circle with basically a guided bolt of magic, just lasering it into the ground. This circle. his tail swishing, speaking over his shoulder. Trying to decide his sassy answer.
Your amorous reply to me before. It's left its mark.
Do I know which one he's talking about? I've been saying a lot of shit.
Whichever one you think, yes. The answer is yes.
Alright. Okay, Tara's gonna leave it at that.
Okay. I'm going to go around really quick because he's got 10 minutes to cast this spell. And then once you step through, it will be time to battle because he's literally sending you into the room where the contract is. So any preparations that the party might like to do or any roleplay they might like to get out of the way, any planning, etc., now is the time. He is solely focused, seemingly, on the arcane magic, but he may be able to magically overhear your conversation as well. It is undetermined. So, coming back around to the party, anything for Bongu in this moment?
Right now, I'm frustrated and kind of conflicting emotions with, the bringing up of the other turtle, and trying to focus my mind on what we're about to go into. So I am meditating a little bit, and right now my spell list to see if there's anything that I want to cast on us beforehand, and prep us going into battle. Haven't decided yet, but still reviewing.
Okay, so we'll move over to Yori.
Yori, hearing all this, I just want to make sure we're teleporting to the vampires, the captain that knew me when he flew away, correct?
You're teleporting to where his contract is kept so that he can help you. So it's not yet the vampires.
Okay, so in a way, we're going to a very important object, and Yori's going to assume that conflict will arise shortly.
Yes.
To his best of knowledge. Okay. So, taking in everything, Yori is he's gonna stay quiet this time. He feels the tension in the room. And with that, he is just tightening up the armor he does have on, double checking his weaponry, making sure he's prepared physically and mentally for what's to come. He knows the dangers that are ahead, even though he tries to add some light to the moment. He's very focused in this moment. I'm also going to prepare a spell that I would love to cast on myself as we enter the portal, called Fount of Moonlight. It's a concentration spell for 10 minutes, and it covers my entire body in a bright 20-foot radius, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet past that. And then I have resistance to radiant damage, and my melee attacks deal an extra radiant damage, and also any if I take any damage from creatures that I see within 60 feet of myself, I can take a reaction to force the creature to make a con saving throw, or they become blind. So I'm gonna kind of like pretty much come out of this portal just blasting light, assuming if we see vampires, it's gonna help. And that's essentially all Yori's gonna do. He's preparing all that.
Okay. Then we slide over to Kurdan.
Is he still having to restrain Malia?
After Israfel and Tarlo are no longer interacting, she seems to calm immeasurably, and you're able to set her down.
Okay.
It's clear she's pissy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I would like some health back. I don't remember exactly how I got smacked, so I'm gonna probably take 1 or 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
And that's probably it.
Okay. And we'll slide. Any prep for candy, or just prep? You just spin your daggers, ready to kill.
I will make myself invisible with my
Dress?
super cool fancy dress. Yes.
Okay. So the invisibility will last an hour,
Damn.
or until you attack.
Okay.
Yep. It works just like the regular invisible spell. All right, and then we'll slide over to Tar.
Okay. Tar is going to walk over to Malia and gently try to reach for her hand. Seeing if Malia will accept it.
She does, but she won't look at you.
Tar is going to kind of step closer so that their toes are touching and lean down to her ear. I know that I do not inspire trust, but have faith.
Roll me a persuasion.
I'm gonna use some inspo. $18.
She finally looks at you. I just don't really like or trust him. But I trust you. She just hugs you after a sigh. Arms wrapping around your middle.
Mara's gonna hug her back, and then after about a minute, it's gonna go, oh! Guess what I learned to do recently.
Tap dance?
Tar is going to summon Beast. And a cute little jackal appears. It has little round ears, and it kind of has like a swirly pattern of fur. And he has a little pink tail.
Malia eeps, and he's so cute.
Yeah, he's our new friend. I think walking around that island with all those wild dogs, I don't know, I felt connected.
How lovely. What's their name? If they have one.
Probably like ankle biter.
Oh, foot stomper and ankle biter.
Is it too themed?
I love it. It's very you.
Thank you. And that's that. That's all tortoise.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break, and when we get back, we will do some battling. And we are back. 10 minutes have gone by. The circle is opened, and Israfel steps back. Anyone with a passive inside of at least a 12, there is a strange softness in his gaze. One that is not common for a devil.
Do be safe. It would be a tragedy to lose you.
We'll be fine.
At that moment, across the way, Cats, please describe what animal is rushing towards you.
Oh my god, put me on the spot. It is a wiener dog.
Okay. So this dachshund hound is just leaping through the grass towards you and barking happily and also triumphantly. It springboards off of Israfel, just kind of tapping in the sacred place for most men, causing him to double over with a ugh. And then the dachshund does a backflip, lands, barks again.
Good boy.
And runs for you. And this is the dachshund's theme song that's playing as he gets to you. Yeah. All right, Cats. You need to speak like a troll now. Israfel says,
Perfect.
By all means, the circle is ready for you.
Thank you, we go now.
Grenam, are you alright?
Puppy. I'm good. Got puppy dog, we go fight.
"Got puppy dog, we go fight."
Cardan seems fine to me. He seems very happy.
Seems very normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really likes puppies.
Cardan excited to fight puppies.
What, fight puppies? Oh my god!
No.
What, you swinging that wiener dog around like a sword?
Oh my god!
Does that thing morph?
What that smell? Butter toast?
No, Curtan! No! Oh shit.
He's gonna jump through the portal. With
Our
the puppy.
follows.
Okay.
Yori's going.
I am hopping through.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
But Stomper jumps in afterwards.
So as everyone rushes forward, I need you to roll a perception.
Nat 20.
Is this gonna be a group perception or individual?
Individual.
Okay.
You already got a 26.
About a 6 with inspiration.
Power got a 19. The Stomper got a 15.
Damn, he's stomping.
22.
Okay. So everyone, the moment that you are on this map, not only do you notice the regal, massive structure that this is, this quote-unquote tower within this keep, but you see, well, other than the six you're overwhelmed by the sheer volume of this place. Everyone else, you see the painting that has maybe a familiar painting, but regardless, you see this painting that has the contract, and it is floating magically just below the draconic stained glass window. I need everybody to roll initiatives and to pull your characters down anywhere on this map.
All right. You already got a 17 for initiative.
Okay, I'll add your turn.
Damn, that's a real horse.
I know, damn.
It's the only image that I could find really quickly that didn't have any rights.
Just a head.
Everything else had like intellectual property rights and thieving, and I didn't want to do that.
He did so much foot stomping he lost his feet.
It's actually why he stomps feet, is because he doesn't have any of his own.
Oh, damn.
You should be able to add your initiative into the tracker on roll 20.
Prepare for battle.
Tara, what'd you get on your initiative?
Sorry, I threw my die off the table. I had to go get it.
Oh.
I have to reroll. Yep. 14. I'll put that in.
And good old foot stomper.
Okay.
Oh, Bangu is not on the turn list.
Oh, let me adjust. Boom. There you go, Bangu.
Now you can add your initiative. There we go. Now we're all entered. I think Bangu is 16.
Perfect. Okay, the party gets a surprise round. None of these bad guys are expecting you at all. So when you simply hop out of the portal into this, what you can only imagine is a very magically protected environment, because all of the sconces are burning in a bright orange that flickers green. The flowers themselves are swaying and pulsing, and the glass, that stained glass picture of the dragon, swirls and moves. Candy, the whole party will have a surprise round, and then we'll have regular initiative, so you'll get to go twice. But Candy, it's your turn.
Are there chandeliers?
There are indeed, yes.
Because it's climbing time then. Because I want to climb up the pillars.
Yes.
And hop on top of the chandelier. Because, mind you, I'm invisible. They don't see me. So I want to do a little bit of athletics.
Okay, go ahead and roll. It's the chandeliers at the base of them is about 30 feet from where you are.
Okay, I got a 19.
Okay, you scramble up the column.
I just swing like a little monkey until I reach the chandelier and make myself all hit nice and clear up there because nobody can reach me up there. However, that was probably my entire action, huh? And I didn't think that through.
It's your bonus action.
Can I throw things with my bonus action?
So you have your action still left, the way I run.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a homebrew
Gotcha.
rule.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then I will throw my dagger onto the black hooded baddie to the right.
Okay.
Alright. And I will throw my oceanic dagger for that. Which is a 27.
That hits.
Nice. And because it's a surprise and I have assassin, I think I also will get instant crit no matter what.
What? Crazy.
Yeah. Look at me reading my sheet and stuff. Yeah, auto crit. So,
At your tier, that's double max damage plus an extra damage die.
DM, can we add a spiritual weapon as well to the initiative?
Bongu should be able. It goes right after him, so he should be able to pull it out and then just.
Oh, okay.
Do you need me to pull that out for you? There you go. It
Sorry,
has-
I was on mute. Yeah.
You're okay. It has your same initiative.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Ah, the torch. Nice.
Yeah, torchy. Looks whatever you want, but it's just easier.
I do 67 damage. According to my sheet, you guys can double check, but my party made me a little thing what if I do a crit hit, how much I have to roll. So this is sponsored by my wonderful party for doing math for me.
How do you want to do this?
I mean, he doesn't even see it coming at all. My dagger is literally so fast. It's like a blue little, just, you don't even see it coming from where it is. Like, nobody knows where this blade came from. But you just see him fall over all of a sudden, dead in a pool of blood.
Like like an anime bullet, just sharp.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, like, you know, when they have like the swords and you don't even like see the move and they just like, you know, get sliced in half. That's it, basically,
Like
with my dagger.
A flash of silver in the moonlight, reflected,
Yeah.
deadly. Right.
Yori puts his
Right
hands
through the
out
face.
and he's like, "Careful, guys. There's something very quick in here. They just killed that man. I don't know where it is."
Oh shit.
And yeah, that's my action. That's it.
Okay, Kurdan, your surprise round.
So I will go into a rage.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that rage? Click it. And then as part of my bonus action, you take when you enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed. So
Hey, DM.
Yes.
I know it's his turn. I planned on using my action to touch Kurdan and cast a spell on him. Would I be able to do that right before he runs away from me?
It'll take your surprise round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay. I wanted to cast Longstrider on him so that his speed is increased by 10
hell
an
yeah.
hour.
Thank you.
Just a big boob tank charging.
And they bounce slightly. Ah!
Oh no, it's full anime titty bounce.
Oh wow. Oh damn. Oh.
Okay, cool. Sweet. That's super awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to It's this dude.
Okay.
What is that? 22 to hit.
Hits.
Might help if I got the dice out I needed for that. Oof. 7. And then, surprise round. Does that mean that they do not get opportunity attacks?
No. It's just, it means that you're going to get a go twice.
Okay.
Let me double check with the surprise. It actually might. Surprise condition. The legacy. Let's see. Can't move or take an action. It doesn't say about reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
Oh, you can't take a reaction till that end turns. Yes, you're correct. That is in the legacy. I just read it. I had to highlight it. But yes.
Sweet. In that case, I'm gonna go over here as well.
Okay.
And hit this guy with the warhammer.
Hell yeah. How much damage did you do this first guard?
7.
Got it.
And that is a 25.
That hits.
And hopefully we don't roll a 1 on this one. Nice. That's without the modifier, so 5.
5 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing such low damage?
I rolled a 1 on
Both-
my first one
Both times?
on my first one, but the second one doesn't have the modifier because I'm dual wielding, right? Or does it?
Do you have the feat?
Yes.
2 weapon fighting, then you add the modifier.
Oh, okay, then 11.
Okay. That's much better than
Yeah, I
5.
rolled a 1 and a 5, so,
Gotcha.
and they're +6.
Okay. Anything else for Kernan?
Do I have? I think I have. I already took my bonus action. Yeah, that should be it. But I'm gonna go over here. I think I have that movement, right? Hold on, just a sec. Sorry. 20, and then. Oh no, I can't get all the way to. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna get over here to this guy. Just spreading the love around. I'm just gonna stare at him.
You mad dog.
But that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Yori. It's your move.
Okay, Yori, let's see. Does the one that Kernan just hit look pretty messed up?
No.
It looks still pretty healthy.
Yeah. Both of them. Because he hit this one and this one.
Okay. Let's see, 25. Okay. Yori is going to... I'm going to charge pretty much up to the one here next to the painting. I'm going to get up right next to it. And I ain't actually used my spear, so I'm going to pull out my magical spear. Kind of like I reach behind my back and I pull it out of this small little like leather like hilt that's holding it on my back, and it just kind of extends out into a full length spear. It glows just like a moonlight white, And then I'm going to stab and thrust it just right through this guy. I'm going like right for his heart, or where I believe his heart's going to be.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ain't used a weapon yet. Besides these hands. That's gonna be... Oh, that's a 13?
13 points of damage?
13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Alright, well, in frustration, Yuri's like, you know what? Puts the spear back. He's like, I'm tired of this.
I'm tired,
And I
Grandpa.
shapeshift into a giant cave bear in front of his eyes, and then I pass my turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so as you like shift into a cave bear, he looks nervous. A little oh fuck. So
I imagine I like went to stab him, I missed, and he was like, you suck. And I'm just like, and I just like shift. So
yeah, he's a little scared.
and then in bear tone, I'm like, I'll show you what sucks.
Okay.
Like, what?
That was so good. I don't mean to laugh. It was actually scary. It was good. I liked it.
Okay.
It was good.
And I have my turn there.
Okay. All right. So it's Bongu's turn. And his spiritual weapon.
Okay. So from where I'm at, I would love to cast guided bolt, or guiding bolt at level 1, to the enemy directly south of me. How do I? The blonde directly to the south of me. This guy.
Got it.
And that is dice roll. Oof. Can I use inspiration on to hits?
Yeah, you can use up to 2.
Okay. I'll swap out the dice on that one. Oh, there we go. Okay. 17 plus 8, I think that's 25 to hit.
That hits.
D6. That is 16 points of damage. Radiant right to the chest. After he's impacted with the radiant blast from the guiding bolt,
The next
I'd actually
person
like to...
the next person to hit him, he glows faintly. They have advantage to hit him.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay. I'd like to run up to him,
Okay.
but at the same time, I'd like my spear to follow me, behind me. Hopefully, kind of like, I guess, kind of in the shadow of my shell, and then pop out to make its attack kind of over my head or around me, or maybe I'm going a little too far with that. I don't know.
It can. Yeah. No, that works just fine.
Okay, cool. So I will, for spiritual weapon.
Yori throws up his hand. He's like, "Oh, bunga, dude."
Wow. In bear.
And there.
Yeah. Okay, spiritual weapon. I gotta roll for it. Okay. Checking what's the saving throw. Oh, God. 12 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah. Okay. And we will leave it at that. I'll kind of just have the spear hovering over my shoulder.
Okay. So now it's Tar's turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then Tar, it's your move and all your animals.
Yes.
You and
So-
your murderous flock. Ah!
So, my flock. So Tar is going to step just onto Foot Stomper's little, I guess, left side little foot spot and just grab onto the back of his saddle. And they're going to do a little charge right at this guy. And right as Foot Stomper kind of barrels, Tara's gonna hop right off. And then the little puppy's also gonna come around. Let me see if he can get in there. Can he jump up on whatever the heck this is? A table?
Yeah.
Okay, the puppy's gonna hop up table.
Mind you, they go after your turn. So you can have them, I'll let you move them, but you need to finish. Oh wait, you already used your action, so it's their turn. But you're using your movement to get into place. I understand.
Yeah, I was just moving together.
So they still get to attack, but Tar used the spell. Okay, understood. I'm here now.
Well, so wait, what spell?
You use Longstrider on Kurdan.
Yeah, for my surprise.
This is still surprise round.
Oh, yeah, so then we just move.
Yep.
Yeah.
But your animals can still attack because you used your action already. So they still have an action.
Okay, yeah. So Foot Stomper is gonna run into this dude and try to knock him prone. They have to succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Okay, they got a 17.
Okay. So don't think that does much. Okay, I think it just fails. But then Ankle Biter can go ahead and maul, and that is going to be my spell attack modifier.
Kill them, Wackus Bunkus.
Here's my. Ooh, I've never actually paid attention. Oh, I see. +7. 24 to hit with his.
That hits.
Alrighty. So then he does 28 plus 4 plus my spell level I'm casting, so 10 damage.
Got it.
He just kind of like tries to dig into the guy's shoulder, try to grab his arm. And that's it.
All right. So now we're at the top of the round because they are all surprised. Other than 𝔻𝕦𝕟. 𝔻𝕦𝕟 is going to cast. Oh, dude. Ooh, let's see. What is she gonna do? I'm looking. All right, so she is going to give Candy a bardic inspiration. So with that bardic inspiration, you have a 1d10 dice. You can hold it
For damage or
you can add it
attacking?
to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added before seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Nice.
And that's her bonus.
Thank you.
That's her bonus action, because you're no longer visible because you attacked, so she can see you in the chandelier.
Right.
So she gives you that. And then for her... Guys, she knows teleportation circle, by the way. I forgot to tell you that her level up, she got that. my bad.
We'll use it later. No worries.
That'll be useful.
So, also before this, her prep, I forgot to tell everybody, she used her inspiring leader, so everyone has 14 temporary HP right now. So, I think she is going to actually attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she's gonna come here. She's gonna swing to hit this guy. And action. Okay, so she hits. So she's going to use Cursing Smite. And there's a eerie, like, tune that thrums from her rapier. And this guy is going to take 1d12 extra necrotic damage and going to take her rapier piercing damage. That's nice. She just did 19 points of damage with that. And this guy, because he's cursed, has disadvantage on attack rolls. And whenever he makes an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And when he does it against this spell, he has to subtract 1d4. So it's like a Bane, but one person, and a little extra. That's her turn. Top of the round. Candy. Now it is an actual initiative. They're surprised. They're aware now. They're like, they just killed Thomas. Get him! Candy, your move.
Well, that doesn't stop the blue bullet from attacking again. I'm going to... I'm actually going to target the one that Bongo got, like, targeted because I get advantage on that one, I believe, right?
Yes.
Cool. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, from my pretty little chandelier from the top there, gonna hit with my second Oceanic Dagger. And that is also a 27. Wait. Oh, that's actually not even the advantage. Nah, 27 is highest, yes. So that should hit, right?
Yes.
Cool. And then I will just... Am I still sneaked? Like, am I hidden?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then... I would... That is a 18 damage.
Okay. He is still up.
Pa. Just strong.
But
But
he
I
looks
scooched behind it.
Very rough.
Good. You just hear a slight echoing through the entirety of the big old, like, chapel, whatever.
Perfect.
But I scooch behind it so they don't see me, hopefully.
All right. Roll me a stealth.
Alright. I am very good at that, so... 19. Decent.
Okay. You believe that you are hidden. Curtin.
That sounds dangerous.
It's your move. Unless there's anything else for Candy.
Nope, that's it.
All right, Curtin, your move.
Sweet. So, form of dread. He's gonna transform. And I'm gonna get, what is it? 1d10. 6 points. 6 temporary hit points. And then he's gonna whackus bunkus this dude.
Okay.
But this time with claws.
Got it.
19.
Hits.
Uh, 16.
Okay, 16 points of damage. He is still standing.
You gonna get it again. What is that? Yeah. Extra attack means that I can attack again, right? Like that's why I'm
Yes.
able to use both weapons in the same turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is another 19.
Hits.
9 plus 6, right? I was just looking at it. 9 plus 4, 13.
Six, 9. Okay, he's still up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
Oh, once on each of your turns. Yeah.
That's 12.
Yeah, DC's 11, so.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was like, oh, he's probably failed. Dang.
Yeah. Cardoon's not a great warlock. He does his best. That's it, though.
Okay. It is this guy's turn. He is going to use his bonus action, disengage. He's going to move here. He's up on the table, and he's going to cast a magic missile from a wand. 32 points of force damage.
To me?
Yes.
Okay.
And then as a free action, he shouts to the other guards.
The alarms are sounded. Backup will be here soon. Hold on.
Yori, your move.
I'm gonna actually I'll stay where I am. I am going to just maul this guy right in front of me.
Okay. This is just a helpful hint. You could move to this square here, being behind him and flank him and get advantage, you and Malia.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I will start with my bite.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I get a +1 on everything too. Okay, so that is going to be 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'll do the damage. That's 21 damage of piercing.
Damn. Okay. He's like, oh god, the bear. It's a bear.
And then I'm going to rip my claws into his chest and try to just split him in half
Oh. Oh god.
while he's in my mouth.
Okay.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to be 27 damage slashing.
He's still up, but he is hurting.
Okay, so maybe I don't rip him in half, but I just like...
You do tear open
I
his flesh, yeah.
Okay, I rip some loins. I rip a loin off of him.
Oh god. He's like, my loins.
I just thrash him right there. Just...
Shaking your head back and forth, tearing. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll pass my turn.
All right, Bongu. It's your move.
Sorry, I was trying to find my mute button. So I am going to swing it, kind of in an uppercut fashion. The mace that's in my right hand at the enemy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So what hit? Good gracious. Moment. I'll take an inspiration on this. Oh, okay. 8 to hit.
And 8 does not hit. Are you adding your bonuses?
I am. It's a +5, and I rolled a 3. I rolled at first. I rolled a 5, and then I rolled a 3. So
you can use up to 2 inspiration on any given roll.
Okay, we'll try it one more time. We're gonna switch dice. Holy cow. Okay. Does a 6 hit?
No. No. Bongo,
Roll
no!
the 1. Yeah. So, I got some dust in my eye, and I'm swinging a little bit wildly.
Okay.
But I'll have the spear go ahead and make a strike as well. Oh, cool. Of course, the spear does well. 16 plus 24 to hit.
Okay, so it'll need to move up into your square to hit and then move back. Just so you know.
Perfect. Yep.
That hits, by the way.
And that is D8. 5 points of piercing damage, I guess.
Okay, still up.
Okay. That was me. Oh, DM, is the dagger that Candy threw, the second one, at the one in front of me, at the enemy in front of me, is it lodged in the enemy, or did it, like, cut and is on the floor behind the enemy?
Roll a d6.
4.
It's in this square right here.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Anything else for your turn, Bongo?
That'll do it. Thank you.
Yep. All right. This guy's turn. He is going to attack the bear because you're doing the most damage. What's your armor class as a bear? Yori?
Sorry, I had to pull open my thing again. My armor class is 13.
Okay, so he's gonna hit you. First strike does 10. He hits you a second time. The second strike, Wow, so the first strike he does 10, the second strike he does 19 points of damage.
Oh.
This guy packs a punch.
That's the little red guy that's next to me?
Yep. Tar,
Okay.
it's your move.
Oh, I'm ripping him in half.
All right. Tar is going to get around the other side and jam up their sickles right into this guy's shoulder blades.
Okay, so you'll have advantage since you and your ankle biter are flanking.
So the first one is a 19.
That hits.
And second one, and where did I put it? It's +9, Or 15. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit.
Okay. I really want this to hit. So, I'm gonna use an inspiration. 19.
That hits.
Okay. So, jams both sickles right underneath each shoulder blade, and then is going to add their Orcish Fury to do extra damage. It's going to be... Oh, an extra damage die. So that is... 7, 14, 21 damage.
Ooh.
And then is going to use what? Action Surge to take an additional action, and is going to retch the sickles out of the shoulder blades and I guess go for some vital organs above the hips.
Ugh. Okay.
First one's an 18.
Hits.
Second one is a 29
Hits.
with a natural 20.
Oh, that's double max damage plus an extra damage die for your tier.
Okay, let me map this. Okay. Double max damage for the one hit would be 10, so 20 for the one hit. And then it would be, 10 for the other hit. So 30 total.
30 total. After that, hold on, let me... How do you want to do this?
As Tar flips their sickle and jams it into some organs down below, Ankle Biter is going to lunge onto him and start ripping into his throat.
Ugh.
Yep. I think... Let me see how much I can move. Okay. And then Tar is going to move over yonder. And they can technically... Or, I don't know if Foot Stomper moves separately, but I know that the dog moves separately.
Yeah, they just move after your turn is all.
Okay, so they would come over this way to help Bangu.
All right. So Bangu will have advantage on his strike because they're flanking. Sorry, I'm moving the camera around so that stream can see.
That is it for me, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it is this guy's turn, and he is going to rage and then slap Bangu. Bangu, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay. He hits you once, then the second time he criticals. The first strike does 22 points of damage as he swings that great axe around.
Actually, does 20 or 14? Dude, I don't know. 22 minus 8. 14.
Yeah.
Spirit shield.
Is that something you can do from 10 feet away?
Mhm. If you are raging and another creature you can see within 30 feet of you
Okay.
takes damage, you
So-
can use the reaction.
So 14
reduce it.
points of damage or 14 to hit?
14 points of damage.
Okay.
Just reduce the damage.
Okay, so that is
By
all your
2d6.
temporary hit points gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay,
with
yeah.
a critical, hold on, I'm doing math.
Oh no.
That is 32 points of damage.
Okay.
That's its turn. It is Malia's turn. Malia is going to strike with the rapier again and miss. She's going to use an inspiration to roll again. She actually hits that time. She does 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. And then as her bonus action, she'll turn and do a quick sweep of the room. Anybody look particularly injured?
3/4.
I'm in I'm in my shapeshift, so I'm still full health.
I'm thriving.
Okay.
I could.
Car's covered in someone else's blood.
I will need to heal.
All right, so she'll use yeah, she'll use healing word on Bongo. 11 HP back, and that's her move. All right,
Thank you, Malia.
she just says, "You're not falling now." Candy, top of the round, your turn.
All right. So, I am going to. Well, I have a longsword. I got a lot more weapons on me, so I'm going to attack more people. And I see a sneaky one hiding in the booth to my right with the purple hair. So I'm gonna try to. I got a 19 on my sneak, so I assume I am still hidden even if there's nobody.
Correct.
So I'm gonna try to roll on my short sword that I can also throw. Nat 20. Oh my god.
So double holy holy. So,
Oh my god.
so you do what? 67 points of damage.
60. Wait. 64
That's with
plus
daggers.
2d4. Let me do the 2d4. Alright, so plus 5. So
69.
64 plus. Yeah, nice. Can we get a nice in chat, please? Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Yep. Another blue bullet. I mean, it's so iconic, okay? Just a quick little and just right through the throat. You just hear a gargle of like not even able to say anything, just drops dead.
Okay. Anything else for your turn? You have another attack, Candy.
Nope, just hiding up there, having the best time of my life ever.
Just like pew pew pew. Okay. All right, Kurdan. It's your move.
Well, that's that guy taken care of. Kurdan's gonna move over here.
This barbarian is surrounded.
Kurdan's gonna roar back at him. Ah!
Perfect.
And then he's gonna swipe at him
Okay.
with his claws. $18?
Hits.
Nice. Damn. That's a shitty 8.
8 damage.
Mm-hmm. But he's got to do his wisdom saving throw.
All right. That is a 8 on a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet. He is now frightened of me until the end of my next turn, if he makes it that far.
Okay.
19.
Hits.
That's a lot better. 13. Oh, and if he attacks anybody but me, then
How do you want to
he
do
gets
this?
disadvantage. Oh, cool. He's just going to take his claws and grab him by the face and rip his throat out with his teeth.
Oh, he dies with a gargle and afraid. Anything else for your turn?
He'll probably move. At least most of the way.
Oh, yeah, because you have long strider, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. And that's it.
Okay, Yori. It's your move.
Does the guy look pretty hurt?
Yes.
Okay. Yori is gonna lift himself up all on his hind legs, and I'm gonna bring the full weight of my cave bear form down and just completely smush him.
Oh, Lord. Okay, roll to hit.
Which, I looked it up, an average male cave bear is about 1,100 pounds.
Damn.
That's gonna be a 26.
Hits.
Alright, I'm not biting or clawing, so how would you want me to calculate damage for just like that amount of weight coming down on
Unarmed strike.
this individual?
So you'll do a D6 because you're what, 12 feet? So the
Yeah, I'd imagine. I'm
So
pretty
cave
tall when
bear-
I'm on my hind legs.
cave bear strength is what?
20.
So it's a +5. So 1d6
Yeah.
plus 5.
Uh, 10 damage.
Okay.
Or 11, sorry, I have my armor on. That'd be 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just got so tired of this guy that I literally, like, I just raise up and I come down with, like, my paws and pretty much just crush him, so you see his entire, like, bone structure just, like, almost, like, liquefy as I come down and smush him into the ground. And he just blows out the sides.
Malia tries to jump back, but you just coat her, and she's like, Yori! Not on the high-heeled boots! Yori! Gross! Gross! And she's like... but with them all dead, I need the group to roll a perception check.
We have a natural 20. We automatically win.
And an even 100.
Okay.
Ooh.
There is a subtle alarm spell triggering. It sounds like distant, tiny, tingling bells. All of you are aware, before the door opens, that it's going to open. And it does, almost casually. Each of you have one action as a reaction before the door, all the way down to the south, opens and ushers in whomever the bells called. Starting with Yori. What do you do?
Oh boy.
And this action can be moving, it can be casting a spell, it can be a bonus action, it could be grabbing the contract, but you only have one thing.
Okay. I don't want to waste my rest of my shapeshift. So that's a bit far actually. I'm gonna double my speed. I'll use my action to do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get up to the front lines.
All right. So you move up by ankle biter.
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge Bongu. Like, as I'm walking by, I'm pretty bloodied and, like, you can see, like, into my flesh and stuff. I'm pretty hurt. And then stand up at the front and, like, just as menacing as I can be, even though I'm all bloodied up. And stare at the door.
Okay. Kurdan. You have one action.
Pretty much the same thing, although he's gonna look at Tar and say, "You got Malia in the contract? We can hold this off for whatever you guys gotta do."
Yeah. Yeah, we got it.
Alright. So I'm gonna dash as well.
Okay.
And form a front.
All right. Sliding down to Tar.
All right, Tar is going to run right up to the contract it's in its little floaty magical beam.
Yes.
Okay. Presuming that the beam is what's magical and the contract isn't, Tar is going to take their sickle and start paper shredding it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alrighty. Plus 9 is 17.
Your sickle swipes through nothing but air. A 17 does not hit. Because you are attacking, I'll allow you to use your action to attack twice.
Sweet.
Also, a small reminder, Candy, you still have that 1d10 Bardic Inspiration. It lasts for 10
Yes.
minutes. Okay.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
Because I got 18, so. Okay, I'm gonna use my last inspiration. Okay. So. Fuck! 18 is all I'm getting.
An 18 hits.
Oh, okay.
Glass satisfyingly shatters. The contract is torn forward. There is an explosion of magic. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Is Malia in the blast radius? Yes?
Yes.
Then Tar's not going to dodge it. Tar's just gonna try to block Malia from getting any damage. But that would be a 17.
Okay. So Malia succeeded, so she would take half, but does that mean Tar wants to take that half? So technically Tar would take full?
If it would mean that Malia would not get damaged, yes.
Okay, then Tar, you take 16 points of fire damage.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so Malia's one action will be healing you, I think. So that'll be 12 HP back for Tar.
Oh, Tar actually barely looks like maybe like
Oh, like it was
an
just
eyebrow
the,
slightly cinched.
like the temporary HP?
Yeah, that was a.
Okay, then she won't heal. She will finish destroying the contract now that it's free. She is gonna smite it. All right. Let's see if she hits. And she does not. Actually, I'm gonna use an inspiration from Malia because I know she has some. Damn it! I'm gonna use another inspiration from Malia. Aha! She hits that time. And she cuts it in half. As it is cut in half, there is this sensuous feeling that ripples through the room. And Tar, you hear a moan. Through your mental connection with Israfel, it is 18 plus in its delight and desire.
Dolly?
Hello?
Yes, I think it's better. Okay, cool.
Oh, good.
Maybe.
Sorry, I was struggling to. I got every like third word.
Oh no. It says. Oh, that's because it's losing its juice, so it's a little. The headset is a little sad. That's why. Yeah, Israfel moans. That's basically it. Like there's this like really sexy wet feeling that goes through the room, and then Israfel moans and is like, "Yeah, I'm free." Unzips pants. That's it. You didn't really miss much.
Okay, I feel like I missed a lot.
Malia's upset. She doesn't like that. She's just frowning at you like that one gif of that guy, you know?
Yeah.
That's her face. Okay. Then I'm gonna slide over to Candy to your one action before the door opens.
Alright, so I am like really fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can just use my feline agility, perhaps. Is that an act? That's not really an act. I can totally use my I can click my heels and I can use feline, right? I'm just so fast.
Yes.
Nice, because I want to jump down from my chandelier and I want to go to the very back where Tar is and grab my dagger. Then I want to go to the right and grab my longsword. Then I want to grab my third dagger and I want to jump back up. And I have like 120 speed, so I feel like I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Okay.
Like,
I'm moving you.
okay, cool, thanks.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So rolling a athletics.
Okay.
'Cause it's 119 feet.
Ooh, I might use an inspiration. 16.
Is that your final answer?
No, you made me insecure. No, it is 16 still. Okay.
Okay. You take 2 points of damage as you do run into the column because you're going so fast. You're not used to slowing down. It's kind of like a spongy kitten when they're just zooming. So you hit
Yeah,
it.
that's okay.
You hit it. You spin and then you scramble up.
I try to like really pretend like nothing ever happened. I'm literally so fast. Nobody ever saw that. That was not embarrassing at all. Oh my god, no. But I got all my weapons back and I'm back at my chandelier like nothing ever happened.
Yes.
Fully armed and loaded.
Mm-hmm. Bongu,
Hell yeah.
what is your one action before the door opens?
I will cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
The spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. Range is 30 feet. get all those guys. It wouldn't quite reach. Actually, I could take like 2 steps back.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow it.
Just to make sure I get everybody. Click right there-ish with my spear. But yeah, I just want to cast Beacon of Hope. Everybody gets, for the next minute, for whatever comes through this door, advantage on Wisdom saving throws, Death saving throws, and for any healing that is done at all.
They get max healing. Okay, cool. That's very good for Malia. And you.
That will be it.
The door swings aloft, moving in like a dancer. A beautiful vampiress. At her side, easily a viscount or duke. A vampire, the same that you saw on the Black Pearl.
Well, this is quite a curiosity.
The male vampire lets out a grunt.
Indeed.
And a third figure enters. A looming and intense shadow. Bongo, you instantly recognize him. As then he says,
Hello, Dad.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Bongo. What'd you get?
24.
Your stomach clenches, but you hold the emotions. But flashing in your mind's eye are so many images. This tiny turtle, when he took his first steps, when you found him, the fact that he was as colorless as you, training him, his very first words. You remember how proud he was the first time he picked up a starfish, and then how he screamed when it grabbed onto his arm, and he didn't know what to do with it, so he ran only to trip, covering himself in sand. You remember the first time he asked Dad, "Can I paint your shell?" And you said, "Yeah." And he painted you and himself blue. He told you the paint tasted good. You remember as a young man, after learning all of the necessary incantations and work of your order, 12 years old, "Dad, can I get a puppy?" You remember going with him to pick out this dog, his favorite companion. You remember that he chose the oldest dog on the island to take care of. And to your chagrin and also your delight, he said, "Yeah, Dad, it reminds me of you, because you're old." This little turtle, who is now a man, stands before you. Though not a son of blood, he is everything that you could ever love as a father. The only thing that hurts as you look at him, because in and of it he is yours, your boy. He always has been. But there is a deep scar. The top of his skull, down his right eye, over his turtle lips and down his throat. You remember the day he was injured so severely. A fishing accident, his friends told you. You barely managed to bring him back from the brink, Bongo, but he was different after that. Barely 19 years old and rebellious. Darker. You remember talking to him about this accident once, and he
he heard a voice. He heard a voice, and he never wanted to be weak again. He stopped hanging out with his friends. He no longer cared for all of the dogs that you had allowed him to adopt. He changed. After that horrific accident. Looking at the party, there is no doubt that this is 𝔻𝕠𝕟's boy. However, his turtle skin is not as aged as 𝔻𝕠𝕟. It is young, and there is not a patient or kind spirit behind that gaze. Both vampires move to shift forward, and your boy raises his hand, and both vampires pause. On his hip, 𝔻𝕠𝕟, as your boy steps forward, you see the scepter. I don't want to have to do this, Dad. So I'm gonna ask you and your little friends to leave.
You've grown up so strong. You look good.
So do you, old man.
The female vampire says, "My lord."
And he turns to her and says, I didn't give you permission to talk.
And he moves closer.
You want Israfel? Fine. Consider him a gift. But get out of here. Dad, don't make me kill you.
I have so many questions. Lord now. Over this? Is this your empire?
He spreads his hands.
It is now. But this is only the beginning. Go back to your island, Dad. And take your friends. I'll spare you. I'll let you walk away. But do not stand as an obstacle between me and my empire.
Why are you doing this? Why this type of empire? What they do? Why?
Do you know what it was like growing up in your shadow? Do you know what it was like never measuring up to the great 𝔻𝕠𝕟? The forever, the turtle that lived for eons. You were practically worshipped as a god. And all you considered yourself, Dad, a humble servant? Please. It will not be that way in my empire. Provided you do not get in my way, you will be worshipped as you should have been. Everyone on that island owes you. Everyone that has ever come to you looking for any potion, any life, and you gave it to them for free. So not only did I grow up knowing that you could have been a god, Dad, I grew up knowing that you denied it. Grew up knowing that you gave it away.
I did. Because when I see someone that is in need, or in pain, hurt, I simply just want to take care of them. Like, I want to take care of you because I see the pain and I do acknowledge your power. You are here atop this massive empire. What? You've done it. Everyone, and tears are starting to roll down my cheek and everything. We need to leave. This is not a fight we can win.
You do need to leave. Go. And don't turn around. Being kind in a world like this, it gets you nowhere, Dad.
What do you want? You have this powerful empire.
I'm not done. I am not done.
And what do you want?
I want those who have hurt me, who have hurt you, who have hurt her, to die. I want them to know what it's like to have nothing.
And when they're reduced to ash or sent to another plane,
Then I will sit on my throne, and they will know that I am the son of the greatest turtle to have ever lived. I will be an emperor.
Are you at peace with this? Is this what brings you happiness?
I will be.
Look at Malia. We need to leave.
𝔻𝕉𝕒, we...
She looks at you, Tar.
𝔻𝕉𝕒, they have what we need. We need to get that scepter.
I'm telling you. Those that stand in front of us right now, we are not equipped.
We have to try.
If we try right now, this will be our tomb.
The scepter.
And your son shifts, looking at all of you. He doesn't see Candy, though.
Ah, so is that what you've been doing? Is that why you left your island? Recently...
And he lifts the scepter, and as he does, his expression changes, becoming something remote and almost monstrous. And he spins it, and you see that there are gems all along the scepter's base. And each of these gems correlates with an unspeakable. He stops at one that has nothing but an empty space.
So you freed the silent princess. That was you.
And then he twists it, and he points to another gem that's ashen and grayed out, but not destroyed.
And the Leviathan. That was you as well. You're trying to what? Redeem them?
They can be. So yes, we are trying to help them.
And all
Yes,
of
they
you
need
are
it.
aware that the world failed these gods? It's why they turned to the shadow in the first place?
Why else would we be here helping them?
You think you're heroes. Well, let me break this to you. Someone letting go of their pain doesn't end the capacity for pain in the world. It's a cycle, and the sickness are the people around us. Let me tell you a story about a little turtle who thought he could fall in love, and how her father destroyed everything. It was supposed to teach me a lesson. It was supposed to be a game. And now she's dead, but so is he. And my father, his pristine reputation was ruined. We were starving because of this human. So I took his empire. I took everything that he loved. Because he did the same to me. And that's not the only time this has happened. Okay. Over and over. I'm sure you all have your stories as well. So if you don't want to fight, Dad, and friends, why don't you join me? And he points the scepter at all of you.
It sounds like a kid who wants to make up excuses for hurting other people.
He frowns. He lets the scepter swing to his side.
I'll not be joining you. We don't stand for the same things.
Oh, then.
Yori can't talk, but he bares his teeth.
Anything from Kurdan?
No, he's just gonna kind of read the room and stay ready for whatever happens.
And for me, I want to stay hidden. I am not going to let my advantage be taken away, but I am so ready to fight.
During the talking, could Malia and Tar have been moving closer to the group since we were all the way across them? Okay. Probably be standing next to Bangu with Malia next to me if she followed.
He looks around, his eyes settling on you, Bangu.
So this is it. This is how the world burns.
Does not have to burn. It's not the only way. As you've just pointed out, we have set the Silent Princess free, and the world is not burning. Here we are. They can be helped. They can be redeemed, and we can make the world a better place. Like you and I have done previously. When I helped teach you magic.
Roll a persuasion.
When I helped you grow. One second. 17.
I think it's too late for me.
No, it's not. That's what every single unspeakable thing. That's what the Silent Princess told us as well. It's too late, too far gone. You're not.
I can't go
You
back.
can live. You don't have to.
I can't erase what I've done.
It doesn't have to be erased. You turn a new page. Like in all the books we've read, there are more chapters to start. You can create something new. Look at what you've done. You can move mountains. Please. You can be such a positive force in this world. You have power. You do. I see you and I am proud. I am amazed at what you have done. Look at you. But you are heading down. You are on a pathway that does. It's not who you are. All this, waving my arms around, is not who you are. Please, reconsider.
Roll another persuasion.
Inspiration?
Okay.
Inspiration. $16.
Can someone like from the back like make like a yeah, you got this, like something to like help?
Can I sacrifice some of my
Yeah.
inspiration?
Yeah, you can.
It's all good if I use more than 2? Okay.
It's a pivotal moment.
Okay. $19. I have a +0, by the way.
He looks down at his hands and the scepter. Both the vampires say, "My lord," and they shift closer to him. The male vampire starts remember when the Duke said this. Remember when he called for the execution of all turtles in the region. And the queen says, do you remember in Harna when they refused to see you? When they objectified you to a simple soup? It's turtle soup. And then he looks at you, tears in his eyes. And he is a very young turtle as far as turtles go.
I don't know. How? I don't want to hurt you.
Then, in action, I will dispel my spiritual weapon and start walking forward with my arms open. And I will put my shield and my mace away.
How far do you walk?
Right in front of him, or like within a foot, so that 95%.
Okay, as you move close, within that scar, there is a darkness, an unnatural magic that pulses all the way up and down his face. It moves in time with the magic emanating from the scepter. With your passive, you believe that your son is being influenced, and possibly has been for a very long time. But his affections for you, Bongu, they are great. There is a connection between father and child, even if it isn't by blood, that can never be twisted. You have one last action of hope to persuade him to put the scepter down. How would you like to do it?
Do you remember back at the docks? You were younger, but just started learning healing magic, healing spells, tending to wounds. There were 3 individuals that came through our small town, and one of them was in dire need, mending. We were called upon. We saw them through the night. It was so long. And you were right by my side, tending to them. With all your effort, giving them hope. Do you remember his name? Ralph? The little rogue?
Yeah. I do.
He had his leg chopped. We had to give him hope from so far down. He told us to take his life, but his brothers didn't want us to.
I remember
They knew that there would be better.
the baby goats we gave him to hold on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
How he named it lamb chop and goat meal. Yeah, I
Lamb
remember.
chop and goat meal. Yeah.
Even though they were
It's
our
something
goats.
so simple. Yeah.
I mean,
But you saved his life. It was days that we took healing and mending. We did it. These are small things that you have created a whole new life for the person. And that is monumental. These small things of healing. And I know that deep down inside you, that is who you are. You want this world to be a better place. You've expressed that. I know it. And I feel that there is something fighting within you to not be who you are and is influencing you. But I know who you are. We've been years and years together. And you know who you are. Please. And then I'll try to motion again for him to bridge the gap and come and give me a hug.
As your final act of hope, to convince your boy because of the situation, you may roll with advantage. But I need you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Can he cast Bless on himself?
No.
Dang it.
$18.
He stares at you long and hard. And then he swallows over a lump in his throat. His grip loosens on the scepter, and it slides from his palm, hitting the floor with a hard ding. And he rushes forward, embracing you, whispering in your ear,
Dad, I made a mistake. And I lost who I was.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you. There are more chapters to be told. There are more days ahead. You can do this. We can do this. And I will be by your side. I love you, son.
He squeezes a little tighter. And a voice rings out. Your father may forgive you, but I do not. In your arms, Bongu. He jerks once, twisting, as a very powerful spell is thrown at you specifically. She says, you tell him lies. The world will betray him. The world will leave him behind. The only way to make himself ahead of the curve is to destroy it, to own it, and to crush it beneath his heel. Bongu, Your son pushes you back. As the power word kill spell flies through the air. The last thing that you see is the bolt strike his chest. His shell turned towards you is blue, painted. On purpose. He is dead before he hits the ground. The male vampire lifts the scepter. And this is where we end tonight. What he would have said, Bongu. So I love you too, Dad. Thank you, players. Thank you, chat, for being here. We are headed into the climax of Dungeons and Cuties. Stay tuned for our next session, and stay tuned on the channel for woodland creatures going to war as we play a root tabletop one-shot tonight. Go with hope and faith that even though tonight hurts, even though we lost, we also won. Because a boy remembered who he was, and all he needed was the arms of his father. I'm your host, your storyteller, and your dungeon mistress. And this is Dungeons and Cuties.
I'm crying right now.
Legit.
I'm gonna kill that guy.
Wow. That was a lot of love and compassion and death.
Yeah, that was intense.
No one does that to Yori's baby first mate.
Exactly.
First mate junior.
First mate junior. No one does that to first mate junior.
It just became everybody's son.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it there, and we'll be live again in about 2 hours. So, I cried. I was trying to tell the story, and I was sobbing. Good job,
You did
Dia.
so good. Oh yeah.
Dia.
Both of you.
Yeah, Dia. Good fucking job.
Thank you, thank you. You did amazing. Telling him and the rebuttals and everything were just so good. So, thank you. There was a lot of feels there.
Good. Like you said, he just became everyone's son.
Yep.
Because that's all he is. A young man who had love and lost it in a terrible accident. And through the clutches of death, he was changed. And when you find out who changed him, it's gonna get even more personal.
Damn.
Whew. All right. Thank you guys. I'll see you in 2 hours.